Hello, everyone, and welcome to another inspiring episode of the Dubai Tech Talks podcast series, Inspiring Stories of Success. This is the space where we celebrate extraordinary journeys of innovation, resilience, and achievement from leaders and visionaries who are shaping the future of technology and entrepreneurship. In today's episode, we are thrilled to introduce our entrepreneur of the day, a trailblazer whose story will inspire, motivate, and spark new ideas for anyone on their own path to success. So, grab your headphones and get ready for an engaging conversation filled with valuable insights, powerful lessons, and a glimpse into the mindset of a true innovator. Let's dive in.
Today, I'm thrilled to introduce our inspiring entrepreneur of the day, Dawndev Devarajan. Dawn is a seasoned brand strategist, illustrator, and motion designer, and the creative director at Lee & Dawn Agency. With a passion of creating amazing contents, Dawn has helped individuals, companies, and organizations evaluate their branding and digital presence. His expertise spans multiple media formats, including video production, 2D and 3D animations, and print medias. Dawn's journey is nothing short of remarkable. From his early days working on school events to lead branding strategies for UAE government and semi-government entities. He is also deeply committed to mentoring creative individuals, empowering them to grow and contribute meaningful to the industry. Additionally, introduction of Dubai Tech Talks podcast animation made by him, the logo is made by him, and our digital value stream website is made by him. So, Dawn, let me ask you. Your career has been inspiring blend of creativity and strategy. Can you share how your early experience shaped your passion for content creation and led you to co-found D&T agencies?
So very nice question. Thank you for that. So at my earliest days, how I got really interested with content creation was I remember this was in school, and there is a organization called Al Noor School. I don't know if you've heard of it. Al Noor School is a school for special needs children. Okay. So what happened was there was a student or one of my fellow classmates. His mother used to work in that organization, and what happened was they wanted some assistance for one of their events. So naturally at that time I just had a very small interest. I just wanted to just cut class and see because the school would organize us to go there, and so I just wanted to see what was happening. So they took us to that to Al Noor School, and I was just amazed by the kind of work they do there, and I was really blown away by the kind of care each of the teachers would take, and they explained every aspect of their organization to us and what their upcoming event is about. And this is where they said they need someone to edit a video. Okay, so I had zero experience in editing videos, and they also had a person who edited some video for them. And I thought, okay, let me try. I know how to work with software, so let me try something. So I made this video just from what I thought will be nice, just put together a few things, and I gave it to the person, and they loved it, and they used my video for their event. And this was like a very turning point, which really motivated me and inspired me to go the content creation route.
Interesting. Actually, we are working nearly more than a year, and I didn't know that there is an interesting story that this from childhood you have started and you created a video which has led you to become an entrepreneur today. Very nice.
And they actually the school wrote me like a personal letter thanking me for their help, and it was like my mom, she loved it.
Wow,
It was a big deal for her. She was like, wow, amazing. Because I think it was I think it is one of the Shakers schools. I don't know who it is, but it was a really great moment for me.
Nice. Actually, we really realized that kids are good at technology only in 2020, when the COVID hit and when kids started e-learning. And only that time we realized that kids have a lot of talents in them, but you have done it much earlier. So that is appreciated. Moving forward, Lee and Dawn Agency has been creative powerhouse under your leadership.
Yeah.
Can you share more about the vision behind the agency and some of the notable projects you have worked on, and what makes you different? I know you are different, but still, I wanted to you to explain what makes you different from the other agencies.
Okay. Do you mind if I share my screen?
No problem.
Okay. So I just prepared something really quick. So this, if you see this is what Lee and Dawn is all about. This is an illustration I made of my wife. So who we are a branding, UI, UX design, illustration, and motion design studio. And I started this with my wife more than I think it's about 5 years now. We started talking about it 5 years ago, and in September of 2023 we officially launched it. So it all actually started with a challenge that I got in one of the companies that I was working at. In that company, I was designing pitch decks and 3D models for semi-government and government companies. So we were building 3D models of kiosks. We were building 3D models of custom interactive phone booths. So some of them are still existing in like government departments. So this was around the time of COVID, when my when the boss of the company, he suggested, let's do something. Someone had convinced him that e-commerce is very easy and that anyone can do it, right? So he came to me, he said, I want you to take up the project. I want you to do something. Now I have zero idea. I'm not in e-commerce or anything at all. What happened was, since it was COVID, I think at that point everyone was like open to testing new things, see what we can do and all that. So I started doing the branding work for it, which was uh, you know, naturally easy for me. And they specifically put me in charge of, okay, now, the most important thing is to build that website, right? So I remember going to this company and they said that to build a website is going to cost you $80,000. So uh, my
My God.
my boss said, absolutely not. Let's find out other ways. So this is where I'm looking at different. I had no idea about Shopify. I didn't know anything about it. We went to the some one of my friends, and my friend directed me to a guy who can build a website. So I went, spoke to him, and this is when my eyes was like sort of open to this whole WordPress thing. So I'm a very late joiner, in this world. So WordPress and how the whole entire market of WordPress works, where somebody they buy ready-made websites for 20 or $30, and then they resell it for 3,000 or 4,000 dirhams. And I was like, really? There's a market like this? And we fine. I had, like I said, zero idea, and everyone was suggesting to go ahead with WordPress. So I said, fine, let's start. We built the website within 2-3 days. I was like, wow, website can be done in 2-3 days. Then it started working. Now I was expecting the minute we hit launch, we are going to start getting orders. I hit launch, nothing happened first day, second day, third day. Now I was only put in charge of building the the whole thing, and they were saying we have to do ads, and another team was taking care of all that. That website doesn't exist anymore, by the way, but uh, they tried it, didn't work out. And this sort of sat with me, that why is it not working? So if this is how the market is, where people are just not really looking into the core concept of a website, why people are just copy pasting something that exists, it didn't sit well with me. So I remember talking to my wife about it. We went back home. We took about 3 years. We studied everything about a website. What makes it work? How should we go about it? Um, what are the important sections? Studying both theory, practical, and what is the use of it? Why would somebody even need a website? So, I mean, we started asking all these questions. We studied, and that's where our passion started growing. So, how we are different is that we don't give you a ready-made copy-paste website. We give you a custom-built website with the purpose and with the use. So it's whatever. So when we sit with you, we're not going to say, hi, we'll do a website for you within 3 days. No, we talk to you and you've gone through that process. We do interviews with people. We do interviews with people because we realize that, it's so difficult to talk to another person. It's so difficult to talk to your husband or wife sometimes. How difficult is it going to be when you want to talk to hundreds of people? So you really need to understand yourself. You need to understand your customer. To do all this, we spend time in researching. We do brainstorming. One of the key things that we do is benchmarking, which is we ask the customer, what level do you want to reach? Do you think this is where you want, how you want to be seen, or what level do you want to be seen? And we tell them, and we are very transparent, that this is where we can get you. So that's how we are different. We don't do the traditional WordPress copy paste. We give you something built custom. Every graphic is designed custom from scratch for according to your branding, so that you are different.
Yeah,
So that's
very nice. So you are going to present the balance, or can we start with another one?
Yeah, you can start with the next one.
So you can
So
stop. Yeah.
we can. So our concept when it comes to creativity is, this is something that we follow, which is being different is better than being better. This is said by a person named Sally Hogshead. She's a well-known speaker. And I also want to reference you to something that Einstein said, that if you see the the capacity of a fish by how
Fish
well it can
cannot
climb a tree.
climb a tree, right?
You
That is
can't,
the thing what
right?
we heard from the school days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I think is, every company is different.
Yeah.
And you need to take the time to understand yourself, self-understanding, and understanding your customer, and to see that, am I a fish or am I an elephant? Or where should I be placed? How should I go? And all this really would create an impact in your the end product.
Okay. So now the next one will be is that done, or you can stop sharing, or you're going to continue with
Yeah,
this?
I can stop.
Yeah.
Stop sharing.
So next will be, like you have mentioned, the commitment to mentoring, like creative designs. What motivate you to guide others, and how do you see the creative market evolving in the UAE? And also, what are the tips or things you give for the others? Like, it is not like copy paste. I know that I didn't like copy paste. That's why we came to you and you did a research. And so, like, you can also share the benefits of creating what our mind wants, no, rather than copying and pasting what is available.
Yeah. So for me, why I like to talk to a lot of people about creative design. In fact, even now we are doing I'm talking to a person about branding. And I like talking because the more I speak, the more I learn. So it's a teachable journey for me as well, because the more you teach, and this has helped me in the past as well, the more I teach, the more I realize many things, and that's helped me grow. And that's why I like to uh, talk to a lot of people. And can you just repeat the second part of your question?
The second part is that, you are how do you see the creative market evolving in the UAE?
Okay. So let me give you in contrast to maybe 10 years and now, right? What I see happening now is a lot of creative people are taking bold steps to just put their artwork out there. Before social media and before, people would work with individuals, their work would not be seen as much, their work would not be appreciated so much. The way people evaluated designers was based on just, based on a normal scale, that scale that we saw before, that fish and monkey and elephants, they're all given the same test. People were all seen at that same. But now what's happening is a lot of companies are looking to hire individuals who are specialized in something. So it's not a niche. People are not looking to work with people who are good at a niche, but they're looking at a very what are they so perfect in, And I think um, there is I don't think there is anything perfect, as there nothing could be perfect. I mean, there can always be improvements for something. But when it comes to creativity and art, it is what you make, what you believe in, that makes it stand out. So I think everyone, what's happening nowadays, especially in the UAE, is a lot of creatives are coming out with their own unique approach. I've seen a certain people who are doing murals, people who are doing a lot of work in motion design, people who are 3D artists. In fact, I even saw a video, and it was like, a really important motivation. I think a 10-year-old kid, he was able to do a 3D ad. Like 10 years ago, you wouldn't see that.
Yeah, of course.
So I can see that a lot of people, and I would also have to say to the YouTube community, people who are teaching, who are putting out tutorials, who are like sharing their knowledge, really helps grow.
Yeah.
And I think my message would again just come back to this. Every single creative has their own potential, and you find that, and your goal would be to find that specific person who you think connects with you better.
Thank you.
That would be.
Yeah, that's really interesting to talk. And if we talk, we will keep on talking, because the topic itself is an interesting topic, creativity, and excellent. And thank you very much for your time, and looking forward to connect with.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Dubai Tech Talks Entrepreneur Series. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights from today's conversation. Don't forget to share this podcast with your network and follow us for more stories of innovation, determination, and success. Until next time, keep dreaming big and stay inspired.